Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. Gold and silver, look at the screen. Boom! They make a rebound. Is this the beginning of a comeback? Let's explore! Yes, a pretty healthy increase in gold, silver, and especially platinum prices in terms of dollar terms here. And it is fascinating to see here. A gold to silver ratio has narrowed once more slightly to 66.23. But it is kind of exciting. The market has done well too. U.S. stocks have finished higher as tech rebounds. NASDAQ itself jumped 3.7% according to this ticker here, this bulletin from MarketWatch. So let's take a look here at this particular article here. It talks about gold climbing back over 2% to regain its $1,700 plus mark. Gold futures climbed by more than 2% on Tuesday to reclaim the key $1,700 an ounce mark. Rising 10 and 30-year Treasury yields are a symptom of reflation, so today's drop in Treasury yields allows for an oversold bounce in gold. Within the context of gold's bearish trend, said Michael M. Brewster, managing partner at Altivest. In our opinion, gold's time to shine may not come until later in the year. So this comeback just may have to wait a bit, according to Mr. M. Brewster. April gold rose $38.90 or 2.3 to settle at $1,716.90. That's almost $1,717 an ounce, following 4 consecutive sessions of declines. The contract on Monday saw the lowest, most active contract price finish since April 3rd. According to FactSet data. So there it is interesting. So that's where he sees that gold, this may be just a kind of a blip on the radar, and that we may see gold and silver prices fall backwards again, heading into the next couple of weeks and maybe even month here. But I am bullish on gold and silver overall as we move into a new era here, especially after some of these policies get implemented by the Biden administration, which will include, first of all, the $1.9 trillion bill that is considered a win for the Biden administration, although on a completely partisan basis. In fact, as I'm recording this video, it is scheduled to be put to a vote very, very soon within the next day, and then on the president's desk, which will mean $1,400 checks for many Americans. That will be the largest coronavirus payout that we've seen since the pandemic began, with the first checks being $1,200 for Americans earning less than $75,000 a year individually. This legislation, I believe, caps it somewhere around the same level, but maybe a little bit less. Not sure, but it is more than the second round was $600 checks, and I was eligible for those. Did not get those checks, and I'm hearing that some others did neither, and they were eligible. I don't look for anything for the $1,400 to come, but who knows? And but many people are predicting that will increase the velocity of money into the economy, and that currency will potentially could lead to a bit of inflation. I say a bit of inflation because, one-time injection of $1,400, I don't think is going to be enough to cause massive inflation until the economy starts to recover and we start to see dollars flowing in a normal economic recovery from the coronavirus. And I think that's where we're going to see potentially increased inflation, and perhaps even a fear of hyperinflation, if not hyperinflation itself. And some say that by the time you recognize it, it'll be too late. And that is a real fear. It should send shockwaves of fear across all of us. And I think this is why it's wise to hold gold and silver. And this is why I'm a fan of these metals. One of many reasons why I'm a fan of these metals. But their wealth preservation attributes, I think, far outweigh really the other benefits to holding these metals. You don't hold these metals to get rich. You don't hold these metals to speculate. And even though obviously there's a lot of volatility in the precious metals we've seen over the last year, gold got up as high as $2,000 or $2,070, and silver has gotten as high as $30. And we haven't seen $30 silver since about 2016. So it's quite exciting to see the movement, but they've also dropped. I mean, it was March of last year, about a year from right now, when we saw silver trading for under $12 an ounce. I've talked about that in a prior video, an apparently controversial video, though it wasn't meant to be, about the path to $12 silver. We could go there again. But I made abundantly clear that though the price on the exchanges with platforms and the markets with the paper price, the ETFs and the like, trading at $12 an ounce, you could not find an ounce of silver anywhere near that. And we had a hard time finding it for under $20 an ounce. When the price was trading at $17 an ounce, you could find silver for under $20 an ounce. So that's just how the gap has widened between the spot price and the street price for silver out there. And gold too. Gold. I've seen buffaloes. People talk about gold buffaloes for trading about $200 above spot price. Just depends on what you're doing and how you're trading there. So you got to be careful with those premiums. But notwithstanding, holding these metals are there to really protect us. Think of them, these premiums, being on par with what you would pay for an insurance policy. When you pay your homeowner's insurance each year, depending on what that dollar amount is, well, you're not going to see that money back. The only way you'd see that money back is if there's a catastrophe or you need to use the plan. And even then, you may not use all of the money that you put into it. But there are maybe the cases where you use more than what you have paid in for your homeowner's insurance. Same thing with your auto insurance. And that's how I view precious metals. It's not a very sexy way to view precious metals, but when there's talk of hyperinflation down the road, when there's a talk of a great reset, where they're going to interject politics and social justice as well as a blockchain system into a new digital currency, a new digital dollar, the best way to protect yourself is to have money that has been recognized as such, the ultimate form of money, for the last several thousand years. And what money is that? Well, silver especially has been used as a medium of exchange, even more so than gold during that period of time, and but gold as well too. And so there is that, and that's why we hold these metals, because they are self-evident, and that is so it's encouraging to see a little bit of a climb in the precious metal prices here on this day. Gold is up over 2%, silver is well above 3%, and platinum is up over 2%. Strangely enough, palladium has fallen a bit, and rhodium actually has fallen too. We haven't seen that in quite a while, but it's down $1,000. People are going to be kicking me. I should have sold my ounce of rhodium when it was at $28,000. But hey, hindsight's 2021 these days, right? So there is that. But nonetheless, gold and silver are the primary precious metals that we are mostly concerned about. And if you are just beginning to stack these metals, find out and really examine why you're doing it. And I would encourage you to get some at the lowest premium possible. But understand that premium you may not get back at the time of selling. So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. That's the news of the day. Gold is up, and stocks are up, and it's a fascinating time to see where things are going. And again, as noted, this author thinks, or the commentator here that's been interviewed for this particular small little piece here, says that he thinks it's just a blip. Basically, it's going to go back down again. So may not be a good time to buy if you believe this, but who knows? Anything could happen. No one really knows where things are going to be going here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch this video, and encourage you to please rate, please share, and hit that little notification bell so that you can be apprised of the latest video that has been published on this channel. Share, comment, and subscribe.